From17 once again. This is a video about Dark Souls 2's achievement list, which has just been released. I spotted it on Xbox 360 achievements, and thus we're going to go through them right now. So there are 38 achievements on this list, all adding up to a total of 1,000 points. I'm not too sure what the trophy equivalent is, but it's probably identical in status. The very first one is one that everyone expects. It's called the Dark Soul, and it is Earn All Achievements, and it's worth 50G, which is pretty big. I personally hate these achievements, because I think they're stupid. I think they require no skill at all. It's get something for beating all the things you can beat, you know. I would rather it be something really hard than just do everything that we want you to do, because it's just lazy. It's the most idle of fucking achievement and trophies. And I blame PlayStation for this, because all their trophies have this bullshit, because all Platinums are generally get every other trophy, and it's dumb. But it exists, it's here, and it is what it is. The next one is called Self-Recollection. It's reclaim flesh and set out as an undead, which is 10G. So that is the equivalent of leaving the asylum, or getting the Estus Flask. Then you have Supreme Weapon, reinforce a weapon to its limits, 50G. So this one's curious because either weapon upgrades on Dark Souls 2 are going to be so eclectic and difficult to do, or they've just not really thought about where to place their points, because 50G for getting a fully upgraded weapon, I have no idea why it's weighed that heavily, but hopefully it'll be something really tricky to do, and it'll separate the good players from the bad, and hopefully it'll deter a lot of people who like to twink, which we know a lot of people like to do. The next one is called Gesture Maestro. Learn all gestures, which is 50G again, another massive amount for such a small thing. Hopefully it'll be quite tricky to do, even though I do think that the gestures on the game look like absolute dog shit, but that's just me personally. So Master of Sorcery, learn all sorceries for 30G. This is the exact same thing that was in Dark Souls, the exact same thing that was probably in Demon Souls, where you have to find all the sorceries. So we all expected that. Master of Miracles, the exact same thing, only with miracles, 30G once again. And here's another one, Master of Pyromancy. So on this game it seems like Pyromancy is probably going to be a little bit more important, or maybe a little bit more fleshed out, because there's an achievement for finding them all, like Pokemon. And then there's Master of Hexes, which looks like black magic or dark magic of some kind for 30G. And then there's only 2 more achievements, folks, because the rest are secret, unfortunately, which pisses me off to no end, but I understand it. So you've got Selfless Giver, which is max out devotion to Covenant, and it's worth 50G. And on the picture of this is what looks like a maiden. So it's essentially going to be get the highest level of faith with whatever Covenant that you're in, you know. Hopefully that'll be pretty tricky to do. Hopefully the Covenants have been so fleshed out now that they're actually interesting and worthwhile being in. And then the final one is This is Dark Souls. And no, that is not my like cinematic take on Dark Souls where I threw Skyrim music on a bunch of crazy angles and had a dude walk around Lordran for a bit. This is die for the first time in Dark Souls 2. And it's worth 10G. So pretty funny achievement that everyone's going to get real quickly. And then, as I've said, the rest are secret and I have no idea what they are. But there is one big one that stands out. It's worth 100G, and I hope it's something fucking ridiculous, like beat the game without taking damage, beat the game at soul level 1 using, you know, a fucking broken sword or something daft. I hope it's something insanely ridiculous and nobody can do it, so I can try. But thank you for watching, folks, and stay tuned for further Dark Souls 2 updates. And as always, you take care now.